Hello everyone, welcome to the, what is this, the Tilted Photoshop template tutorial here. So I'm going to go through this fairly quick. If you have any questions with anything, feel free to contact me. This one's very simple. So as you see, it's a little more stripped down, not so crazy, so busy, so not too much to it. So I'll get right on it. The first layer here, you'll see the bottom text. It's all these guys here. When I change it, I just simply come over here, grab this text tool. You'll see the little box with the line in it. You can type that here. You can, just click in any of the text here, and you can start changing all that around to whatever you want here. So I want to click the cancel button up here. Also, if you want, you can get in here and change. I have a gradient effects layer on here. You can do that if you want. I should have added it, I apologize, but if you want just a solid color, you can just do color overlay as well. Here, we'll do that. It just gives it kind of that blue, or you can come in here and change it to whatever you want, really. But as a part of the template, I have this gradient. I like getting in here and playing with this every now and then. Just go from like a dark to light type thing. It's pretty subtle. I'm going to turn that off and cancel out of here. Whoops, sorry, I'll turn it off here. All right, next we have the bottom subject. So as you see, we have this template set up. So it's a double subject template. So you have the big half subject at the top, and at the bottom we have this cheerleader full body if you want. Here's what's cool about this one. See, you see now the mask is canceled. If I'm not holding any buttons down, if I just tap the mask, it unhides it. So it is now visible. If I want to hide it again, I will hold shift down and I will click this mask here, and it simply just hides that mask. We might be able to, yeah, you can also right click and just say disable layer mask if that's easier for you. I'm just a keyboard shortcut guy, so I apologize for not knowing off the top of my head what all is available with right click. Anyway, so inside of here, these are just all samples, but there's another subject if you want. You can also do a team shot in here, and again, you can kind of mask their feet in if you wanted to do that. If you want to lower here, because it kind of, you got this big gap here, and that's fine. If you want to lower your team a little, you can. And then what I like to do with this mask, because there's going to be a lot of occasions you're going to need to move this mask around. So click, see this little link between the folder and the mask? Just tap it and it takes it away. It unlinks the mask from this folder. It unlocks it. Then just select just the mask. Get your move tool here, right here. I like to hold shift so I'm not kind of throwing anything out of alignment. And you can just kind of grab that mask and move it up and down here wherever you want. Or you can just use your arrows if you want. If you want to move faster, hold shift down and move your arrows around. You can kind of move that mask wherever you want. Just make sure when you're done, just click that lock again. All right, now same thing here. If you wanted just the full subject, let's hide this top subject real quick. If you wanted just a single subject in this thing, again, that mask is coming in kind of at a unflattering spot, I guess. So I'm going to unlink that mask again for this and make sure it's selected here, and get my move tool, hold shift down, and I'm just going to drag that down right about there. And that's kind of where I like it. You see, all right, so what that did, I'm glad this happened. At the top, you see it's cut off. So what it did is it moved it down. So what I'm going to do is, you can either do this two ways. You can grab this marquee tool, just stretch it out across the whole thing. I am on a Mac, so it's Option Delete. That is if you have White, look right down here. If you have white in your foreground and black in your background color, I'll do Option Delete. I believe on a computer it's Control Delete. Otherwise, if these are flip-flopped, it would be Command Delete, and it would just fill this in like you see it now, and it would all be visible. I'm going to undo that. I'm going to show you the other way. Other way is just get a brush, and you can just make it a big brush and just brush it in up here, whatever. And you see here it is now white all the way to the top. All right, so we're going to just leave that how it is. No, actually, I want to take it back. So again, this is just if you want the single subject. So I want to take her. I want to put that, the full body one back here at the bottom. All right. Now moving on, I'm going to close that top subject folder, and then let's move down to the bottom subject. So what that is literally, the top subject. I'm getting this mixed up. I apologize. So this was the bottom. Now here's the top, obviously. Top, bottom. Anyway. So inside the folder, you have this photo. Just move her around wherever you want. You can add whatever you want here, and it's going to automatically kind of mask it right here in this little tilted background area. So we're going to close that out, and if you see behind it, I got like this glow effect, which we'll get to right in here. So next folder is the background folder, and that's on and off. And in some occasions you might want that off, and just very simple background like that. Or you can come in here, let's open it up, and you can turn off the stripes, which I have here. You can add your own background, like a realistic photo of the stadium or bleachers or something. You could add in here just right on the top. So for the stripes I just have these effects turned on. One is there is a bevel I threw in there. I'm not using it with this. Here we'll kind of zoom in a little tighter. All right, so there's this bevel. Whoops. It's not really doing, it's doing something, but it just doesn't work with all the other effects I have. I have a stroke on here, which, let's double click that. I believe it's just a single color stroke. It's okay. You can always switch over to a gradient if you want. See how that kind of changes from a dark to a light. Give it back there. What else do we have? We have the inner shadow, which is just kind of this shadow it's giving you. And then the overlay is here. It's like a gradient overlay. It goes, again, from a dark to a light. Pretty cool. All right, moving along. If you wanted, you could add this glitter effect back here, and then this color fill is changing the color to that. So you can do like a red, yellow, or gold, orangish, whatever you want. Just turning that off for now. And then there's the glow for the background that I was telling you. Let's see what else we got. Background color. All right, here we go. So this, here, let's turn, so I can just show you more what it's doing. Let's turn those stripes off. The background color here is just literally this background. So again, you can get in here and kind of change it to whatever you need. Put it back there and then turn these stripes back on. As you can see, it's kind of giving it that color effect. All right, undo. All right. Cool. Now moving along, this, here, let me turn this background off. That's literally just kind of a mask for this kind of shape back here, the tilted shape. So you probably won't be doing much with that unless you wanted to turn, let's see, kind of these inner glows and stuff like that off. Also have that here. This isn't even affecting that. That's right. That's because I put these here just in case you wanted just that blank space back there. Some people might, so I just added that in here. I really don't even have to have these effects on, because once I turn the stripes back on, it just hides that. All right, so this background shape, what that is, this little line, if you don't want it, you don't have to use it. You can just hide it. Let's zoom out just a little bit. I just thought it added a little bit more, so I went with it. So again, it's a stroke, and then there's just a color cast to it. Let's see, I'm gonna cancel out of there. All right, class is my next text layer. So that's gonna be just up here, hiding up here on the top. So I'm gonna throw that up here. You can change it to whatever you want. Or again, you can hide it all together. Texture, that's just going to be, if you look down here, you'll see a kind of a texture across the background here. You can hide it, take it away altogether, leave it there, or you can get in here sometimes, depending on the color, you might want it just to be a little more subtle. You can just lower the opacity to it. And last but not least is just the overall background color of that textured paper area. So double click in there, and again you can just kind of change it, move it around wherever you want. Get the eyedrop tool, select some of this blue in there. That looks pretty cool as well. Just however you'd want to do it. And that's it. If you have any questions with anything, please let me know, and we'll get you taken care of. Thank you.